Hey everybody, this is Albert Corey from Corey Associates Accounting and Small Business, where every day we come on and we ask the questions. All right, we ask the questions to make sure you get all your answers, okay, for your accounting and small business needs. If you have any questions or comments, you could always post it below. Or if it's a private message you want nobody to know, you could always put it in the top box. Well, today we're going to talk about why don't you ever use a DBA? And later I'm going to tell you how it could be important to you. Let me explain what a DBA is first. A DBA is doing business as, or a fictitious name. You go on your state and you just pick out a name. Mr. Mario, how you doing, sir? So you go out and pick up a name. Now you could be anything you want. How you doing, Omar? You could pick any name you want. It doesn't matter the name. Okay, you can pick any name. Somebody else can have it. So it doesn't matter. Okay, you could pick it up. However, it's not proprietary. Okay, it's not unique. Anybody can claim it. Okay, you don't have to have a corporation to get one. You can use just your regular social security number to get one. Okay, so you could just go out and do it. So like my name is Albert Corey, and if I want to go by the DBA in Florida and buy the tax man as a DBA, then I can go buy it. So my name of my company, so I can put on my business cards, instead of putting Albert Corey on my business cards, the name of my business could be the tax man. Okay, that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly legitimate. Okay, it's perfectly legal. But here's the problem. The problems with the DBA is if something happens, a couple of reasons why I'm not a DBA fan. Okay, a couple of things can happen. By the way, Mr. Mario or Mr. Omar, if anybody wants to come on and have any questions, sharing is caring. So if you come on and you see me, you want to ask a question, just pop your cell phone and ask it, because I love talking to people. So the reason why the DBA doesn't work is a couple of reasons why. So that's how you use it. Now, what it doesn't do is, okay, when you do a tax return, okay, a DBA goes on your personal return. It goes on your Schedule C income. Okay, it goes on your Schedule C income. So what that means is if you try taking a loss on a DBA and it gets too big, the IRS can say, they can audit you. I've been doing tax returns for a lot of years, okay, and that's the easiest way to get an audit. Mr. Michael Mulligan, how you doing, sir? Anybody wants to come on and say hi, everybody's always welcome. So anyways, that's an easy way to get an audit, okay, because you can't show a high loss, right? You can't show a high loss. The government's going to give you a hard time. Sure, it's going to look great, but you're not going to get any protection if something happens, okay? So because it's just you can get sued, you don't get any tax deductions. So why do you open up a DBA? Let me explain to you in a couple of minutes how you can kind of use a DBA to your advantage. All right, so now here's how you use a DBA to your advantage. You open up a corporation or an LLC. It doesn't matter for this example. You open it up, and now I'm going to give you a good example is my company name is Corey Associates Accounting Services. I'm on Sunbiz, and I've been on Sunbiz since about 2007. So I'm there. The only reason why you open up a DBA in Florida, and I can tell you how Florida, and it works all the other states, is I can now keep the same company name. I already got kind of the same bank account because banks won't make you change the name. Okay, so now if I'm going to go sell purple socks, okay, as a company, how can I go put on a business card and say, oh, I sell purple socks? What's the name of your company? Corey Associates Accounting Services. People are going to think I'm crazy. All right? But, so what you end up doing is, what I tell clients to do is, if you don't want to start all over, is you open up a DBA. In Florida, if you do it yourself, It's going to run you like 50 bucks to go out and do it. All right. You open it up yourself, and then that's it. So now I can go and say I'm the purple sock man. Okay. I can go put it on my business cards. I can tell the world I'm purple socks. Do you really? By the way, if anybody likes what I'm talking about, Mr. Andy, how you doing, sir? Anybody's any questions or comments? If you want to come on and chime in or ask him any tax questions, that's what I want to do. Mr. Andy, would you like to come on? Okay. Is, um, so what you go on and you do is, so then you get a DBA, and like I'm gonna go buy the DBA, so now I'm purple socks. The only thing probably you're gonna have to do is you might have to open up another checking account, because if you go try um, on Square or PayPal, okay, especially on Square, like my name is Coin Associates, but if on Square I go try to make a payment and somebody gets on your credit card, they're gonna say Coin Associates, okay, then you could get a chargeback, and Okay, thank you, Andy. I'm always here. If anybody has any questions, you can always come on. And anybody doesn't want to come on and ask me because you're busy, you can always text me, put it in the messenger bar, and I will answer you. So what the only thing would be is, you would just have to kind of change that's why you get a DBA, because Square, if I'm selling purple socks, what's going to happen is, if you're selling purple socks, on Square, you're going to get chargebacks because people are going to say, duh, I didn't go to Coin Associates. Okay. So, so then you're going to get chargebacks. But if it's at, Coin Associates, DBA, purple socks, you're not going to get a chargeback. So that's how you use a DBA. Yeah, yes, absolutely, Andy. Sure. So now you can collect money. Yes. Yes, do a comedy. Absolutely, you can do it as Andy Comedy. This way you wouldn't have to open up multiple companies. The only reason why, Andy, and you don't have no liability, the only reason why, in your case, you would open up another corporation is if you don't have any liability issues. Let me give you good examples of when you would not use a DBA. Let's say if you're doing a car, let's say you're doing limo service, okay, and you're doing a DBA to your name. Well, if you get in an accident, guys, guess what? They can come after you personally, okay? Because remember, the DBA has no protection, no wall. You don't get no protection. All right, so if you're doing a DBA, I would do DBAs on a person or on anything if I'm doing like construction, if I'm doing anything in the public that somebody's going to get hurt. Like if you're doing comedy, that's okay. If you're selling purple socks, I would tell you you do DBAs or things that nobody can get hurt. Another time you won't do a DBA is if your corporation has a lot of assets and you could be running to stuff that could have liability, like say you're doing cooking, say you're doing construction, say you're driving, anything that you could have product liability, okay, anything that you could have product liability, then I would not do a DBA. I would open a full corporation. Okay, actually, I would open up an LLC. I'm sorry, I wouldn't open up LLC. I would open up a sub S company and not an LLC. Then file the 2553, and then you could have all the protection. You do everything you want. So now, if somebody tries to sue you or do something, okay. So Andy, if you're traveling a lot with sound equipment, here's the trick on a DBA. Do you think when you're setting somebody up, somebody could trip on that sound cord? Okay, let me ask you another question, Andy. Does your regular corporation have? All right. Well, if you're not making a lot of money and your corporation has zero assets, zero liability, okay, then it's okay to open up a DBA. I can tell you I give you a good example with me. I've been doing income tax for 33 years, and I do okay for myself. For me personally, if I open up another business, I open up everything as another sub S company. Why? Because I have money in the bank. I have money saved. Okay, in Coin Associates. I don't want nobody taking my money. But I will tell you, for my kids, my kids don't have no assets. So therefore, if my kids don't have any assets, um, then you can open up a DBA. I mean, they have their little corporations open. They don't have any assets. So then now they could do a DBA against it. How's that, Andy? Did I answer your questions? By the way, Andy, if I'm giving you some good information and if you're still there, please give me some hearts and love. I want people to show the hearts and love that we're here. Is anybody out there? Anybody else have any questions or comments? Let me tell you some other cool things that are happening. Next week I'm going to a Bugs Free Mind. So, by if anybody lives in Las Vegas, hit me up. I'm there all of next week. So maybe we'll do something and hang out. Oh, thank you for the love, Andy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tomorrow I'm going to talk about my second chapter of my book. We changed the title. The title is Perception, How the World Perceives You. We're doing chapter 2 tomorrow. So we're doing chapter 2 tomorrow. We're shooting for August to have it finished and done because I want to get it done before the next tax season. Mr. Andy, we're trying to bring you on, sir. So that's pretty cool. I have 134 reviews. We're trying to, and there you go. Hey there, Andy. How you doing, sir?
Hey, how's it going? Hey,
Awesome,
I'm
dude.
doing all right. I'm making some ads promoting some comedy shows coming up. I
Very
saw that
cool.
you were
Very
online.
cool. Yeah, I come
Yeah,
online. I don't know what. I mean, you're gonna laugh. My office has been so busy that I used to do all these at 9:30 in the morning to get it out of the way. I mean, I love doing them, so I'd come on at 9:30, just to get it done. But for the last 3 weeks, well, 2 weeks now, it's nonstop in the office. From the time I walk in till 5 o'clock, when I say forget it, I'm going home. I'll finish it tomorrow.
yeah, definitely. I need to get more content out there. So just to back up real quick here. So since I'm
Sure, that's what
performing
I'm here
stand-up
for.
comedy, yeah. So since I'm not, making the big bucks yet doing it, I'm making a little bit of money. Um, so you're recommending as a comedian do as a DBA for now.
Yeah.
Uh, don't do like S corp or anything like that.
Well, I would tell you to open up an S corp and then a DBA. I'll do a DBA against it. Partly
Okay.
because I want you to look cool. When my book Perception comes out, Andy, I want you to be cool. If you want to be cool, you open up a corporation. Because what really starts to happen, I'm not saying DBAs are bad, don't get me wrong, but I want you to have a company like me, Core Associates Accounting. Like I've been doing it now. I mean, on Sundays, you can say I've been doing it since 2005 if you looked me up.
Right.
But if that's not
Okay.
important, you do a DBA.
Okay. So let me back up even more then. So what if I could like wanted to do you recommend this? So um some people say have like a holding company and then you have these your sub companies under that.
Well, yeah, what a sub company, well, you can pretty much do that as a DBA. I mean, that's going to save you a lot of time and effort, okay, to open up a bunch of DBAs under your parent company. So if you want
Okay.
to do Andy Harley Inc., okay, and then do Funny Stick, SEO Land, I don't know, whatever you want to call yourself.
Right.
The only thing I would tell you, which I've learned, is is that when you start doing a product, okay, Andy, and you're going to do this like super long term, let's go back. Let me take a step like I was trying to explain to you. Let's say my accounting stuff, okay? I can say if somebody wants to go check Coin Associates Accounting Services on Sunbiz on Tallahassee, the state capital, it says I've been doing this since 2008. Okay. The
Okay.
only reason why you'd open up a company, so you can show in the future how long you've been in business for. So you can now say since 2000, and in my case, 8. If somebody wants to check me, then you'll see that I'm there. If that's not your
Okay.
concern, for super short term, a DBA would look fine. If you're not trying to show the cool thing 5 or 6 years down the road.
Right. Now I regret not doing this long time ago.
No, exactly. But let me tell you something though. Comedy is different than doing a product. Okay, let's go back to selling shoes. Let's go back to my example of purple socks. Remember I was talking
Right.
about purple socks?
I
Well,
think you're onto something.
okay, thank you. But I can't say since 1985 I've been selling purple socks because it's a
Right.
DBA. It doesn't make sense.
Okay.
You know, but so certain things like comedy, it might not matter. But once you get into something that you think you want to do something serious, Andy, does that make any sense to you? Then you want to open
Yeah.
up a company to start, for lack of terminology, I'm thinking of my kids now, for start setting up roots, your roots of your business.
Okay.
You
So
understand?
yeah, and does it matter at what point you do that? I mean, should you do it before you're actually even making any money or making very little money?
Okay, here's the way I tell you on that though. If part of when I write my book, Perception, if you want to look cool, Andy, you need to open up the corporation. Because here's what my first title was until the editors tell me, no, 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 no. It looks like you're money grabber. So I changed the title. My first title was, here's what the first title was, Perception. When the world thinks you're on Wall Street, you're going to 10x your income. That was
Right.
my
Okay, I
first
see what
title.
you're saying.
But my writers and the publishers who are working for me, the editors say, no, 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 no. It looks like I'm a greedy little person. I'm a money grabber.
Right.
But that was, when I was writing this book for the last 2 years, that was my working title, because the world's got to think that you're the #1 comedy person in the world, or
That's right.
SEO, whatever it is. So part of it is that you're a corporation. Part of it is you have a real you have a real email. You have to like
Right.
funny at andyscomedy.com. I don't know, I'm making this up. You
Right.
have
Right. I get the point though.
so that's why you do all this, to make your people think that you're a big time. You might be just a little cockroach in the world, and I'm not being disrespectful, but when you do those little steps, Andy, they think, especially as a startup, they don't know you're a little cockroach, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful. They don't know you're an
Right.
ant. They think you're an elephant, because the
Right.
rest because the rest of the world, Andy, plays like they're ants.
Right.
That,
That's so true.
that,
Yeah, I agree with you on that. So I guess can I ask you this? Like
ask me all you want to. That's what I'm here for.
I appreciate that. So here's where I am, and can you tell me what my next step should be
That's what
if
my
you were
job
me?
is, a business coach. By the way, that's what I'm trying to go forward, because I'm drinking Grant's Kool-Aid, where, I mean, I can only do so many returns. And look at, granted, I do very well in life, so don't get me wrong. But
Right.
in order to make the big money, I got to do super scalability. And super scalability is to try to do a webinar like Grant and all these other people do, and start, get 100, 200 people on the webinar and start charging. That's how you scale
Right.
up real quick. Okay, sorry.
No, that's good. I just so here I'm doing two things right now. I know some people say don't do that. Do focus on one and then move on to the next. But I have a stand-up comedy website. I perform comedy. Um, Not as a business though, which I know I probably should. So I should set that up as a DBA right now, or should I go ahead and do my parent company as you talked about, and have that, and then underneath it do a DBA with comedy.
Yeah, I would. I mean,
Okay.
here's why, like I said earlier, you're, well, in your comedy, and I'm not being disrespectful, you're not going to make millions of dollars.
No,
Okay.
that's why I'm doing other stuff.
Okay. No, no. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful. And you're not in a field that somebody's going to get hurt.
Right. Okay.
You know,
So that
you
that
know,
that could be okay as a DBA. Does that have tax benefit?
no, that's why if you heard the first part of what I said, it has zero tax benefit. Well,
Oh,
the
I missed
tax
that part.
benefit would, no, let me tell you something. The tax benefit would be, it would just be added into your parent company's losses.
Okay.
You
Okay.
understand though?
Yeah.
It'd be your parent's company's losses.
Okay. So for an example then, let's say I do a comedy show. I spend $100 on gas and lodging, and then I make a profit of $200.
Well, no. See, here's where you're going to get into trouble on the tax stuff. Will the comedy club pay, Andy? Here's where, remember I was talking about it a few minutes ago? Will the comedy
Mhm.
company pay to Andy's SEO?
Okay, I guess I don't know how to answer that.
No, I can tell you the answer. If depending on how big the company is, the answer is no.
Okay.
By the
I
way,
guess I don't know. What is SEO?
thank you. No, no, the accountant guy is going to say, who the hell is that? By the way,
Yeah.
are you going to do any stand-up comedy in the Durrell Improv? They just opened up. Or you're not down that, you're not up that ladder yet.
Not
Where do you
yet.
live at?
Place called Iowa.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you told me. They
Yeah.
just opened up a big comedy shop in Doral, Florida, Miami, by the airport.
Well, really? I
Oh
need
yeah.
to. I've done a few comedy clubs. I've done some casinos, but I'm mostly still doing, like bars and those kinds of venues.
Can I tell you what I would tell you to do at night? I know you
Sure.
got your full-time gig of doing SEO. I'm the crazy dude. Remember, I'm the guy with screwed up brains half the time. I would at night, instead of listen to my big mouth, is every night, or you pick a day of the week where you start how many people on your Facebook page?
Well, my page, my personal profile about almost 5,000, and then my page maybe 900, maybe almost
Okay.
1,000.
Here's what I would tell you to do, Andy. I'm going to think I'm crazy, but I would see, this is why I'm a business genius mad mind. Okay. I would be doing stand up comedy because you really don't have to go to shows. I would find a way, get this one. I would find a way that you make people, okay, you go in your group, let's say you go to your 5,000, you get
Yeah.
100,000 in your group, but you say on Thursday nights, I'm going to have a show on a private Facebook group.
Yeah.
For 20 bucks,
Yeah.
you get to hear my show.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I've done similar things like where I actually did go to a show, like at a bar, and I had it so you could buy a ticket to watch the live stream in the
Well, that's
private group.
awesome, dude. How many
Yeah.
did you get? No, but I'm taking it one step further, Andy. I'm the lazy fat ass in Miami. Okay. The lazy fat
Is
ass
that your
says,
stage name?
huh? Fat ass.
Lazy Fat Ass of Miami. That's your stage name.
Yes. Because here's what I would tell you to do, Andy. Ready for this one? You're going to think I'm
Yeah.
crazy. Why do you got to go? Have people, get those people say on Tuesday for a $5 donation, I'm going to go to a special Facebook page and I'm going to do a comedy stand up for 20 minutes.
Yeah. I'm going to start doing that. That's a good idea. So let's say I do that. And then that money would be tracked under my DBA.
Well, no, that's different. You'll be tracked on your whatever PayPal. I don't know, however people pay you through PayPal.
Okay.
How's your PayPal set up?
Well, I use Square.
Okay. With Square, you got to be careful. Okay. I'm a
Okay.
Square expert because I got enough. I don't have a lot of chargebacks, but with Square, if you're doing comedy, okay, make sure they're paying you for Andy's Comedy Club
Okay.
because I
Not
don't want
labeled.
nobody doing a chargeback.
Okay. What And now speaking to me as this, I'm a fifth grader. What exactly do you mean by chargeback? Like they want their money back?
Thank you. Yes.
Okay.
Because you're
I just
going to
want to be
get some.
clear on that.
Okay. And let me tell you something else I learned the hard way, brother. I'm telling you, because Uncle Al, by the way, you have Uncle G, I'm Cousin Al. Okay. My new
All
name,
right.
my state's name is Cousin Al. Cousin Al
Okay.
is going to tell you that when you sell tickets, you make sure in Square you put no refunds.
Okay.
Because you're going
What
to
about
get
for PayPal then?
both of them.
What both of them? Should I stick with PayPal? Do you think PayPal's better? Just
Here's the
safer?
reason why. I mean, I'm going to tell you the difference between the two. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. Tell me, I only made $40,000 in PayPal this year. People who don't come into my office, and I use Square for the stupid asses who don't know how to use PayPal, and I still made about 10K. Okay,
Okay.
here's the difference between them both. With with PayPal, with PayPal, you can send a link or click a link to get a ticket.
Okay.
With Square, I don't know how to do it.
Okay. I'm looking at PayPal right now. That's
You
why I keep
understand what
looking
I'm
away.
trying to get at? Huh? You can, and I could show you.
Yeah.
I used to do this all the time. You could set up a checkout button that will send it back to give you the ticket or the website that you can watch the show or get a ticket
On PayPal.
on PayPal.
Okay.
Um,
That's what I'm looking at it right now.
Square doesn't have that capability. Square is more
Okay.
designed. Hey, it's pretty frightening, huh? Right, Andy? How cousin Al learned how knows all this stuff because that's what I.
I'm nervous.
Why are you nervous? I'll walk you through. I'm your business coach, brother. I'll get you through anything, huh?
All right, I love it. I need that. I need that. I need you in my corner.
That's my job, dude. My job is
Yeah.
to get the world. You see, my job, my new goal in life is I want to make more money in the off season, residual, than I do making during the season. Residual means what I was trying to explain to you earlier is it's very hard to scale the tax office in the off season. You understand?
Right.
Doing business
Yeah.
coaching, I can scale that to make money during the off season. I can scale it so during the season, I could just set it on automatic and let it go.
Yeah. That's the goal for most things.
Right. But
Um.
taxes you can't set it. It's a one on one, not really one on one because I
Right.
got during the season I got 9 people who work for me. So I got
Oh,
9 preparers.
that's good.
So that, by the way,
Yeah.
most of the faxes and emails, my team fills everything in and I review it and I do the call. But I don't do no data entry during the season, on the emails because
Okay.
I don't have time. I
Yeah.
personally did 1,600 returns last year, this season.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's insane.
So,
It gives me a
uh,
headache thinking about it.
well, it gives me a
Money.
headache too. But listen, but now knowing that I can go to Vegas next week, I do whatever I want the next 200 days. I do anything I want. Like my daughter's graduation is on Wednesday at Florida International. I don't have to ask permission. Oh, can I go?
Yeah.
My
No, that
cousin came
you're
from.
where I want to be. That's where I want to be.
How old are you?
I'm in my early 30s.
Okay. Well, brother, that's
So,
when I started. I mean, I've been doing this since I was 24. Let me give you a funny story about me. Okay, I'm going to give you my life in a rocket ship story. 30s,
okay.
if I was a rocket ship, in my 20s, I was building. In my 30s, the ship took off. Okay. The ship blasted off. In my 50s, my business is now in full orbit.
Okay. Well, that's good. I like the analogy. That
Hey,
helps.
you know, but then I will tell you, I got the full hustle going. I mean,
Yeah.
really, come on, dude. Look, you ever see somebody who doesn't like to go out and hustle? I'm there doing Facebook Lives when I could be sitting there watching Netflix. No,
Yeah. I don't do that.
no, but I like
I
making more money. You know what I'm trying to say? That it's a
yeah.
disease I got. You know, and guess what I'm
I
going to do?
spend my whole day. I'm working on my social media marketing. I spend my whole day trying to get that system set up, and then I spend the rest of my day working on my comedy.
Doesn't matter.
and then I go to bed.
Listen,
So
I spend, but you understand though, I mean, we do like 4,600 returns a year. So I mean, so we do
yeah,
very well. But my foot is always to the pedal to the metal,
yeah,
and I like making money. I like,
yeah,
listen, at my age, I'm kind of like Grant. This is now the challenge. I don't do it because I have to. You understand what I meant by that? Andy, I'm
yeah,
doing it because I want to.
yeah. Well, I have to right now.
Good. Right.
So
You have kids?
no,
You
I
want
can't
mine?
afford them.
Hey, I got adult daughters that, huh? No, they're
Well,
your age, by the way.
oh, perfect.
And
Are they tax deductible?
dude, I listen. I will tell you with Mike, whoever ends up, especially with my middle daughter, she's the chief hustler of all time, man. Anybody who ever hooks
Cool.
up with her will become a multi-millionaire because she likes to hustle like, she took after pops and my kids. All my kids are hustlers.
Wow.
You
All
know,
right. Well, hook me
they
up.
work for me, but you know, they're always helping us and keeping stuff
Yeah.
going. So what you
Okay.
would do, so getting back to what I was trying to tell you, so I would tell you every day, do a 10-minute stand up like I'm doing with you, do a 10 up 10
Yeah.
minute stand up comedy.
Okay.
Just
That's a good idea.
just
I'll
bullshit comedy every day on your page.
think people want to pay to see just me trying. Yeah. Okay. You know what?
Yep.
I'll do that. I'll try it out.
Listen,
I'll
but
do
wait,
it. We'll
wait,
go
but
for
it's
it.
going to get to the point. Listen, but then you put enough material that in 2 weeks you're going to say, you pick a date, and then you can say, hey, look, on blah blah blah, I'm going to have this awesome concert. I don't know, presentation for $20 a pop, $10. I don't care, something. What do you care?
Yeah. Yeah.
But the trick
Exactly.
is, but the trick is, Andy, you record everything and you take everything from Facebook, you upload it, to YouTube.
Right. Yeah. So you're suggesting just like material that's ready to go, like stuff I would do at open mic night?
Doesn't matter, brother. Listen, like me, you don't think this is open mic for me? I just go on and I just blab away, cousin Albert. I just go. I don't care.
I like it. But you're not charging anybody.
Yeah, I am. I'm charging all the time. You know why? Because now I've hooked you and you need your accounting done. You need a corporation done. You need bookkeeping. Who you
That's
gonna
true.
call? Hey,
I
right
got,
now,
yeah,
here's how I made money. Let me explain how I'm making money. If somebody went on the group and said, hey, I need tax advice, whose name are you going to put down? Seriously.
I put your name down when I was writing my organization out. I put you down as my tax guy.
Thank you. But that's my point. Am I making money? Not
Yeah.
now, but, money. And let me tell you a funny story about this. Dude, I could tell you business stories for the rest of my life. True stories. I made last year $1,000. You know how I made $1,000? This is going to sound crazy. You ever been to Miami or South Florida?
No, just
Okay.
I've only been to North Florida,
Okay, I'm going to make it easy. A simple,
Orlando.
stupid thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Pembroke Pines is about 15 miles from my office, 10 miles. It's in Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood, right? Last summer,
Right.
somebody came because somebody, get this, somebody who was talking to said, oh, I went to this guy 3 years ago do my tax return.
Uh-huh.
Guess what? 3 years ago. And they told the guy who had a vapor store, and he came in, I did 4 years returns at 2 companies and $1,000 later.
Wow.
Point is, why I talk to you, because you never know when you're going to tell somebody I'm awesome. That's why I do it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
about sending the goodwill. Why does Grant
That's
give away? Why does Cardone give away an hour of his time every day, 5 days a week?
because he knows it's coming back.
Thank you. That's my point. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what that and then I've seen that happen too, where most of my gigs this year have been people coming reaching back to me,
Right.
reaching out to me, booking me. Yeah, I not me reaching out. Where I spent like a year last year reaching out, and now it's coming back.
Right. So what you need to do is tonight you need to go on your page and and start going on groups and say, hey, like my comedy page or whatever your personal. Use your personal page. Who cares? Are you showing any naked chicks on your page? No.
Not yet.
You,
I'm not desperate yet.
huh? Thank
I'm
you.
not that
Well,
desperate yet.
then use your. But my point is, use your personal page. Who cares? You know what I'm trying to get
Right.
at? Huh? Big deal. If you're not
Yeah.
showing naked chicks and that kind of thing, and I'm not trying to be mean when I say that, Andy, but I'm saying in a positive way, not in a negative way. So
Of course. Yeah, yeah.
use your personal page, right? But then here's what I'm going to tell you: find. This is where I made a lot of money, and then Grant people kicked me out. Find some of the biggest groups on Facebook. I don't know,
Hmm.
and try to get on them and start doing your comedy, entertainment sites,
Okay.
comedy sites. Is there any comedy sites on Facebook?
Oh, there's plenty.
Why aren't you on them?
Oh, I'm on them. I just don't perform on them because they're
Why
mostly
not?
full of other comedians. Because they're mostly full of other stand-up comedians.
I don't give a shit. Why not? Maybe you're going to find the next person to be in Hollywood. I don't know.
That's true. That's true. I guess I don't have an answer for you.
Sorry, I'm not trying to be your daddy here, but I'm trying to give you positive, right or wrong. Huh?
Right.
See,
Yeah, absolutely.
I learned, listen, what I'm going to teach you costed me $8,000 last summer. You just need to go on every Facebook page you can think of and do a comedy show. Or do one set and just start uploading it all over the universe. Any
Right.
open group for comedy, you need to be in it, and you need to be uploading your video.
Yeah.
That's what I would
That's a good idea. Yeah. I
You
don't
need a
think
bit.
so. I think we got a little sidetracked though. Because a while ago, what was it?
You're talking about
So
DBA and
just
your.
to yeah, yeah. Just to recap, just so I'm on the same page as you. Um, I'm right. I gotta take notes here.
Go ahead.
So I should start a parent company right away. Do comedy as a DBA underneath of that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
The only reason how we got sidetracked, Andy, is that just make sure whatever clubs you go to will pay to your SEO. What's the name of your SEO company?
I don't quite know what SEO is. What do you mean by that?
What's the name of your day job? You work for somebody or is it your company?
Myself.
Okay. What's the name of your company that you're working on during the day? What's the name of the company?
Well, there's two. One is Cedar Valley Social Media, and the other is Andy Hartley Comedy.
You got two different companies going?
Yeah.
Okay. Then just leave it. Then let everybody pay you to Andy Hartley Comedy.
Just leave it like that. No
Yeah.
parent company kind of thing.
Oh, no, because Andy, I thought you didn't have the other company open. The reason why I'm going to tell you leave it open is if you work, I'm going to give you an example. If you tried to work for the Improv Club of Doral, Florida, they might not pay to Hidden Valley SEO, social media.
Right. Okay.
You understand what I'm trying to get at? They might not pay you.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I'm scared of.
Right. Okay. Because yeah, they're two totally different operations,
Right.
obviously.
But if you had a DBA and your checking account had DBA on it, you would have to check with your bank. But some banks will take the DBA if you set up the bank account the right way.
Okay. So I don't need to have an attorney for that? Do I need
No,
to? Okay.
no,
I can do that on my own.
no. I mean, you're in Ohio, right?
Everybody think Iowa.
Iowa. That's right. You told me. That's right. Corn country. I forgot. Sorry. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
You
I'm
can
used
just
to it.
go on the the Iowa Department of State or the Division of Corporations. I'm sure. I know in Florida you can do it without no lawyer or anything.
Okay.
I mean, if you're trying to
And
cut
then,
back costs, go to your bank and say, "Hey, can I put a DBA to your Hidden Valley SEO?" If they say yeah, then you can just add it to it.
okay. What if
And then
the
sorry, and then they could pay
I'm
to
sorry.
your comedy company as long as the bank accepts the DBA.
Oh, sorry, I had a phone call interrupted me.
You understand? As long as the bank accepts your DBA, you'll be okay.
Okay. So I don't need to do any like official like registration for that
Yeah, you would
online.
have to go to the Iowa Division of Corporations and set it up.
Okay. 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 I'm typing that in right now.
Sure. See, I don't know how Iowa is.
Business entities search. Iowa Secretary of State.
Right.
Okay.
Go ahead. I'm still here. I think I lost you. Oops. Oh well, I guess we lost Andy. Andy, dude, awesome talking to you. Um, all right, thank you. This is Albert Corey from Corn Associates Accounting and Small Business. We were talking with Andy Hartley about DBAs. If you have any questions or comments, you could always leave it below. Or if it's a direct question you want nobody to know, you could always post it at the top. If you're watching this on Instagram or on LinkedIn later, you can always leave a message on direct message or email us at albert@1040w2.com. Or you can even call us at 305-851-7087 and text us. Thank you, guys, and have a good day. Bye-bye. Oh, let me see if Andrew's still on.